Hello, YouTube. Welcome back today. Today we got an interesting topic. We're going to be talking about vintage muscle. This is 045 AV and an 056 AV Super. Some of the differences and how sweet these saws are. First off, made in Germany. German-made muscle. Good old right there. This particular saw belongs to a customer. He shipped it in because first he wants to see it on the dyno. So we're going to dyno it. Then he wants a pipe built for it. We'll build a pipe for it, dyno it again, and then send it off to get ported. The guys down at 505 Saws are going to do the port work on this. They're a lot more knowledgeable about these than I am. I think this saw is older than I am as well. I wish we could dyno it all and do it all in this video, but not today. I'm just going to talk about, I get lots of emails about random questions about these. And so I'm going to explain some of what I know, and hopefully it's accurate. First off, these two saws are very similar. I believe this is the older version, and of course the 056 is the later version. A lot of the parts are the same, are interchangeable. Okay, 81 cc's, 56. I'm sorry, I wish 56, 5.6 horsepower. One of the questions I want to answer in this video is, you guys know I sell velocity stacks, okay? We just make these here in the shop. And then we have different filters for different lengths, different, differences for what you want. If you're racing, you want more air. If you want to block out the fines. So I've kind of taken this apart a little bit, and I will show you what I'm seeing. Yes, it will work. So I guess what I'm saying is that kit is built for the 660. Okay, so this is all 660 stuff here. Now this adapter, it will go right on. Okay, the carb spacing is the same. So if you undo those two bolts, those two nuts, put that on there tight. But I don't know, if you're a guy with big hands, your finger might, let's just show you an example. Granted, it's going to be in a little bit more, but that's just not a lot of room with that particular style filter. You could go green weenie, stick that on there. This is just roughly kind of what you can envision it looking like. Different sizes, different lengths. These black ones, I like them quite a bit better because there's a rubber piece, there's a rubber mount right there, similar to this style, okay? Whereas the green weenie does not have any of that. It'll compress a lot more though. So this one is actually angled, and this red pre-filter will come off. So if we angle that one in there, I just don't think the angle is enough. Now I don't know what your suggestion is. We could easily, get a piece of plastic, elbow this out. I don't know if we want it to go this way or that way, towards the magneto side or towards the PTO side. You tell me your thoughts. What are you guys thinking? I don't run an 056. My uncle does, and he loves it. I guess back in the day, this was an amazing saw. He's like it's the 660 of their day. I believe he says his is very reliable. Now, why we're speaking of that, I do know that these came with, let's say, 3 different types of ignition systems throughout their journey. The early one was called Sims, I believe, and it was problematic. It had quite a few issues. Then they went to a Bosch, and I believe that Bosch one had points. Then they went to a Bosch electronic, which is, in my opinion, is the better version, is the better one. It's the one you want. Now, the Magnum. So the early ones, I believe, had a 52? I think a 52 millimeter piston. The Supers had a 54 millimeter piston. And then I think the Magnum, we had a Magnum 1 and a Magnum 2, and I believe those had 56 millimeter pistons. Now, if you want to change cylinders, if you want to change heads, I do know that the Magnums at the base have a larger bolt pattern. So a Magnum cylinder would not bolt on to the Super, if that makes sense, if my memory serves me well. What else are some of the other differences I can remember? With the electronics, I mean, you can convert it to the Novo chip nowadays. Some of the newer ones, the Magnums, they even had timing indicators where you could adjust, you could adjust your timing. Back in the day, they knew that these were going to be hopped up a little bit, I guess. But either way, this one's going to get hopped up a lot with port work and a pipe. So there is a little bit about the air filter, the velocity stack problems, I guess, or issues that could happen here. Now, some of you guys probably already have done this and have designed one or got one that works. If you do, send some pictures or show us what you've done. I guess educate us a little bit. These saws are a lot older than I am, and I don't know it all, and half the stuff I do know is probably wrong. But anyway, there's a little bit about these old beauties. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.